Thank you, the learned audience and the panelists. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. My subject is how prevention and of pre-eclampsia and eclampsia through community level intervention in Bangladesh. Actually, Bangladesh achieved a lot, as you know, and by these 2 to 3 days, you know what we have done. But among these, we have reduced the maternal rate a lot, but yet PPH and eclampsia is the two major cause. And eclampsia is the second cause and one of the most important killer of our mother. So I like to say that how to manage this eclampsia in our country. We have started to manage eclampsia in my country from the beginning of my life. That is first in 19 up to 68, we use injection morphine and pethidine to manage the eclampsia patient. In 1972, we started cocktail drip, that is with pethidine, phenergan, and largactil in a solution. And we going on that way. Then we started the diazepam therapy. This lasts for a long time, but diazepam therapy also had some disadvantage because it depresses the respiratory system. Both the maternal and parental death was very high at that time. Then we started to do, what can we do for the next? Now we come, hydralazine we use at that time to reduce the blood pressure, and in the form of infusion, sometimes levotalol 200 milligram in 200 milliliter normal saline, 20 drops per hour. And then in 1994, Maxalf, we have used Maxalf in DMCH because at that time I have seen that, what is that moving, madam? It's moving.
Oh, the middle one next.
Middle one.
There.
Okay, we'll go back. Okay. So in 1994, in DMC, we have done a study, we have seen that 68% of our maternal death in the obstetric unit was due to eclampsia. So we were searching what can we do for our women. Then we also participated in 2001, in the community level we went with magnesium sulfate. And in 1998 up to 2000, we participated in MACPI trial with the whole world. And in 2003, we have done the follow-up study with Maxalf. Those mothers who got the Maxalf when the baby was in the womb, we follow up the mother as well as the baby up to 2 years, and we find there is no side effects. And now I want to see the flow chart, how we have used the Maxalf in our country. That is, the loading dose of Maxalf in our country is 10 gram. That is, we are to use 4 gram IV. We use both IV and IM regime. There are 3 regimes is known to you. So from the beginning, we use both IV and IM regime. First 4 gram we have given IV, then intravenous injection at the 10 to 15 drops per minute, and then, or it can be in the form of naloxone. It is available in my country, and 60 to 70 drops per minute. Then we have given IM injection, that is 5 gram in each buttock. So it is 10 gram is the loading dose. Then we have given the maintenance dose, that is 2.5 gram, and deep intramuscular injection, and we continued for 24 hours after last convulsion or delivery. That was our regime. Now we are using the BP control. No, you have gone. It is not. No, pichon jeta hoy. I am to go back. Oh yeah, I am to go back. It is not working. To control BP, we use to control the diastolic blood pressure. That is the most important measurement. We use diastolic blood pressure is 110. We have to reduce the blood pressure, and we are using the drug that is hydralazine, and then levotalol, and Maxalf also. Sometimes we use nifedipine in oral form, and it also reduces the blood pressure. And again, the problem of nifedipine is that suddenly it causes blood pressure below the recordable level. So we have to use again, to improve the pressure, we have to use the dopamine, and dopamine in a deep form. So we have to monitor the patient. The difference of the doses between the Bangladesh and international level, that is the dose that we are using, loading dose is our country is 10 gram. And in the international level, the loading dose is 44 gram. Just you can see the loading dose 4 gram IV or IM, and then IM intramuscularly 15 gram, and total is the 25 gram is our dose. And in the international level, the total dose is 44 gram. So Bangladeshi regime is almost half of the standard regime in the world. With this regime, we are working in our tertiary level hospital. Then we thought that we must go out of the hospital, because hospital is a safe place where you can treat them or manage the patient. So in the community, we have started our work, and the study on the community level to prevent preeclampsia and eclampsia. The objective of my study was to determine the difference of early administration of injection magnesium sulfate in the eclampsia and severe preeclampsia patient at community level to prevent fits before referral. To examine whether early intervention of convulsion by magnesium sulfate and proper obstetric management can reduce their maternal and parental death. That was my objective. The methodology of my study was, this was a quiz experimental study. It is commonly based prospective international, community-based prospective international study. Study period was from July to December 2001. And the population was the eclampsia and severe pre-eclampsia cases in that area. That is the Madhupur area, which is far away from Dhaka, and we did the study there. The sample size was 133 women, and these were the intervention group. And 132 women was the non-intervention group. Both the women came to the center. The intervention patient got the Maxalf in their own home, and then they are transported to the center. And the non-intervention people came directly to the center, and they were also got the Maxalf and managed in the same way. So we want to see the difference. At that time, we had to train our own doctors, those who will be in the static center, who will manage the patient. So we are training our doctors, and then we are getting the environment, that is the community worker is also to be involved. Because when the fit first starts, the people cause the community women or the traditional birth attendants or die. So we have to train all these women, if there is any convulsion, what they will do, and how they collect the Maxalf from the shop. So we have trained the shopkeepers, we have to train the lady health visitor, and all these people like that. Here I want to show us that in this slide, that eclampsia is not a disease for the woman alone or hospital. Eclampsia woman lives in a home and in a community. So the home people and the community people have got some responsibility to manage this woman. They must have antenatal care, internatal care, and postnatal care. So whole family should take care, and the community should know if there is any problem, how to go, where to go, and what are the medicine to be added. So this chart, I want to show that part. This is the awareness creation program we have done in that area. And we call the mother, and mother-in-law only came, but no husband. So advocacy work was done in the community also. This is the result of my study. Here I have shown in the blue graph, you just see the difference of maternal death. Those who are intervention group, they have 17.3 women, and in the non-intervention, 27.3 women died. And the rest of the thing is that how they died. Some had renal failure, some had other complications like CVS, like that. And this is the fetal outcome. You just see the outcome of the fetus is also good in the intervention group than that of the non-intervention group. So both mother and fetus, the result was quite good. And this was statistically important also. So the study concluded that the findings of this study concluded earlier administration of injection Maxal in the community level is effective before referral to the hospital. An useful result is found regarding the control of conversion by early loading dose, recurrence of fit, and maternal and fetal outcome. Hence, the study highly recommends that the administration of early injection Maxal and include the loading dose of magnesium sulfate before referral to the next center. Then again, the findings on complete the IM regime, we just wanted to, whether it is possible to go to the IM regime only. The findings of this IM regime is the loading dose 10 gram IM if you give from the periphery, and only this loading dose can work or not, that we want to see. And this study has been done in Dhaka Medical College as well as Chittagong Medical College. 10 gram IM loading dose in the intramuscular, that is in 2 buttocks. We want to see whether there is any painful swelling, whether patient can tolerate it, or any recurrence of fit like that. But the result was in favor of us. We do not find any bad effect. Then another study was done in Dhaka Medical College by Dr. Salma Rauf. She wanted to see the difference of intramuscular dose versus IM and IV regime of Maxal in the management eclampsia and tertiary level hospital. The pilot study was done, IM Maxal administration. It is found it is really effective, both preventing and controlling the blood pressure. So we do not need any maintenance dose at that time. The administration of the Maxal. Now, what happened, in my country, we are confident about the use of Maxal, both in the IV and IM regime, or only IM regime. Now we want to work in the community level. The Bangladesh government, Mamuni, and Mayer Hashi, OGSB and ICDDRB, we are in combination. We want to work and combat the pre-eclampsia and eclampsia in the community level. So we want to do what the maternal perinatal outcome should be better with that idea. The place we have selected is the Hobbyganj. It is far away from Dhaka. And there we want to inject magnesium sulfate, 10 gram IM in each buttock. Then we want to refer the case. And I hope we'll get a better result. Then there is an algorithm I want to show here, that how to use the Maxal in the community. That is the who and where, that is the community health worker, FWV, and SACMO. And these people will administer the Maxal in the community or in their home. And what and how, they will measure the blood pressure. They will diastolic pressure more than 90 millimeter of mercury and repeat the pressure after 1 hour. And urine to be examined for protein. This is the schedule. So findings are diagnosis and management. That is, if the diastolic blood pressure is more than 90 to 99, they will diagnose this is a case of pregnancy-induced hypertension. So what is their task to do? They will advise the patient and to be in their home, but they will say regarding the danger sign, if they have anything like that. But the patient will remain at home and they will be given advice for this one. When the blood pressure is more than 100 and 109 or below, then this patient will be, so this patient will be referred to the referral center. In this way, if the level is higher and higher, so they will give the eclampsia, pre-eclampsia and eclampsia, they will refer the case to the next center, that is the static center. The static center will manage the case according to our own protocol. Now, our challenges are that our health infrastructure is quite good, but our women, pregnant women, are not registered as it should be. The lack of confidence among the facility-based service providers to administer Maxal. And the large number of the floating population are in my country, whom I cannot trace. And the flood and river erosion affects our study also. So these are the challenges we have to overcome, and these are the problems of my country. I hope we can overcome everything. And day will come, we'll accept the challenges, and our mother won't die because of preeclampsia and eclampsia. Thank you.